Dear students, welcome to HCI Lab 2. In this lab, we are going to learn some advanced features of Azure RP10, which includes conditions, cases, if-else statements. We are going to see some examples, like for example, when the user is trying to log in with a wrong user ID and the password, we want to check. If the user ID and the password is matching, let him go to the login success page. Else, show him the error message. So this is how we are going to use the conditions in today's lab. We are also going to see how to declare global variables, which can be shared among the different pages of the same website. We will also see how to get and set values of the global variables. Without further delay, let us see the working demonstration of Lab 2. In Lab 2, we are required to create a login page, a login success page, a login page, sorry, a login success page, contact us page, and contacts us response page. Each page have some conditions and they are using global variables inside them. For example, let us click on the home page. The home page is having a text field. When I give some name in the text field, for example, I'm going to say ABC and I click on the submit button, it is going to take me to the login page. Okay, but if I keep it empty and click on submit, it is not going to take me anywhere unless and until I put some text. Let me give a text. Yeah, if I give another text also, it won't. It is just taking the value of ABC. If this text field is having value ABC and then the user clicks on the submit button, then only we are moving to the login here page. In the login here page, if the user is giving some wrong credentials, we are going to show him the error message. If the user gives the correct user ID and the password and clicks on the sign in page, we are going to display him the login successful page. Okay. Now let us go to the contact us page. Contact us page, for example, is taking some uh, text name of the user, email ID, and phone number. If you see here, when I finish typing three numbers, the cursor is automatically coming to the next text field. Okay, and here it is allowing me to type only three numbers. After I finish typing three digits, then it is automatically taking the focus to the next field. And we might select suggestion or we might select feedback and then write some message here. For example, hello there, please send me my order. Okay, and then click on the submit button. You see here the name of the user is passed from the contact us page to the contact us response page, and here we are telling we are giving a personalized acknowledgement or a message to the user saying that dear Noora or dear the name of user, whatever the user have entered in the name field in the contact us page, we are displaying it here. And then we are giving a static message, thank you very much for the feedback, we will get back to you soon. Now here if I say some another text and click on submit, it is going to change this. So how is it possible? It is something like we are putting this value inside a global variable, okay, and then we are using it in another form. So these are the things that we are going to learn today. Okay, now let us see uh, how to work on such. So I will recreate all the files in front of you and you can do the same. So we go to Azure, untitled. Okay, let us have a new file, and we do not have any pages here. Let us create the home page. Okay, now this is the new one, right? And here we do not have any pages, so our now we have to create a home page. Okay, and we have to create a login page. We have to create login successful page, login success page. We have to create contact contact us page. We also have to create contact us response page. Okay, so these are the files that we have right now. In the home page, let us quickly create uh, a button, drag and drop the text field. Okay, and the name of the text field, you can give any name. Okay, we can say text text field in home page. Okay, you can give it any name, and then this button should have an interaction. Okay, and what that interaction will be when the button is clicked. Okay, select the button, go to the new interaction, and select click. So it means when the button is clicked, check some condition for me. Okay, so I want to add a condition here. The condition here is if the user is not entering anything, do not let him go forward, or if the user is not entering ABC, do not let him go forward. So go to the add conditions page, and here we have condition builder. By default you get the case name here as case 1. You may change it if you want. You see there are some commonly used conditions already given to you. For example, if the text field uh, form equals ABC, okay, the one that we saw, or we want to check if the text field is empty, or if the widget is selected, whatever we want. You can write your own condition also, or you may use some commonly one. So we want to use some common condition which says that if the form field equals to be ABC, which means that if the user is entering ABC, let him move forward. Okay, so I am selecting this, right? Okay, so text on the widget, what does it mean? If the text given here, okay, in this text field, you remember the name of this text field? What did we give? We give text underscore home. Be very conscious about using the widget names, otherwise you won't get the desired output. Okay, even if your condition is correct, but you are selecting a wrong widget, then you won't see the correct output. Okay, so text on the widget of this text field is equal to the ABC text. Okay, okay, so if this is the case, then open the link for home login page and click on OK. Let us preview how it works. Preview. Okay, so we have it here. So here, ABC, click on button. Okay, we come to the login page. Okay, now ABCD, enter a different text, which means our condition is not being satisfied here. User is entering ABC and we are checking if ABCD is equal to ABC. This is false, so we will not take this action. When the case 1 is true, then only this action is going to be taken care. Did you get my point? Okay, so now you see this ABC he entered and it is equal to ABC, then we are going to open the link to the login page. Okay, now let us create the login page. Okay, quickly. We do not see anything here because we did not put anything in the login page. Now let us make the let us develop the login page, design the login page. Okay, the login page was having two text fields and two labels. Label 1 and label 2. I want to increase their sizes. Okay, and this is going to be user name, or this is going to be user ID. This is going to be password of pages. We are going to set the coordinates, and then we have a button, and then we want to have a text message to show if the user ID password is not matching. Okay, and then we can say here error, uh, we can say user ID and password is wrong, try again. So this is our error message. Okay, let me just put it in the center. Okay, let the button go to the center as well. And now what we want to do is we want to put some conditions here. Okay, user ID and the password. When the button is clicked, we want to put some conditions. If the user ID is equal to ABC and the password is equal to 123, when the button is clicked, we need to take the user to the login success page. And in the login success page, we have one heading called as login successful. Okay, we want to display this message, login successful. But if the user ID which is entered is not equal to ABC, or there is a mistake in the password, we want to show this message. So there are two conditions here. If the condition of user ID and password is correct, take him to the login success page. Else, if this is false and it means the user ID and the password, they both are not correct, display the error message. Okay, so let us preview the page. Yeah. And one more thing is, we do not want to display this in the beginning. We want to hide it initially. And when the user is entering wrong message, then only we want to show this. So for this, what we need to do is select the error message. Okay. I'm going to name it as error underscore message. Okay. And then go to the styles and hide it initially. Okay. So that when you run the page initially, it is hidden. Okay, when I'm going to give you the wrong user ID and password, clicking on the button, then only then only the error message should display. Okay, for that we need to put an interaction, submit. Okay, let us name the button as submit. Okay, now when this button is pressed, go to the interactions. Okay, click on the new interaction. Okay, and add a case. When this is going to be clicked, okay, add a condition. The condition in Azure is given in the form of cases, case 1, case 2, case 3. If you have 3 conditions to check, you will have 3 cases. And each case can do some checking and take an action. Okay, for example, if the user ID, case 1 is going to be like this. If the user ID is ABC and the password is 123, this is your case 1. The action is open the link to login page. Okay, this is one condition. The other condition what we have in our login page is if the user ID and the password is wrong. Okay, this is your case 2. Then do what? Show the error message. Okay, so we are going to have 2 cases here. So this is case 1, and then there are some commonly used conditions. I'm just using them. So if the text entered is equal to ABC, yeah, here we have to be very careful. The text on the widget, on which widget we want to have it on the text field. Okay, now here we have to be very very careful. There are two text field, but we do not know what is the user ID and which one is password. So better do one thing, cancel this, okay, and then give it a name here. Give this user ID a name. This give this text field a name. You can say u name, okay, and then you can say p word, okay. So now click on the submit button, go to the new interactions. When this button is clicked, add a condition for me, okay, and then this is case one, and I'm saying if uh, if the text entered in the field is equal to ABC, okay, so so here the text which is given on the text field is our widget here. So text on the widget, which widget it should be? Uname equals ABC. Okay, I want one more condition. The text on the widget for the password equals 123. Okay, if these two conditions, my two conditions are given here, so I'm going to click on OK. So you see here, this is how it is going to be written. If text on uname equals ABC and the text on keyword equals 123, do what? Open a link to login success page. Okay. I want to add one more case here. So click on add case. Case 2, new condition. Here we are saying that if the case 1 is not true, it means the case 2 is going to be true. Okay, if the case 1 is false, your case 2 is true. So do not do anything. You just give case 2 and click on OK. So it tells you, it gives you directly. If this is false, the case, it means case 2 is going to be true. So here, else if case 2 is true, do what? Show me this message. So I'm going to add an action by saying show hide. What should I do? Error message. Okay, click on OK. With that being done, let us test it. Okay, so user ID is ABC and the password is 123. Click on submit. Login successful. Just make some changes here. User ID and the password is wrong. Try again later. Okay, so done. We are done with home page. We are done with login page. We are done with login success page. Now let us work with the contact us page. Let us quickly create the contact us page and contact us response page. Okay. So the contact us page was having fields such as uh, label, okay, and label for name, another label for email. I can just copy paste here, another label for phone, another label for category, okay, and then another label for message. Okay, let us increase the font size for all of them. Okay, okay, I'm going to change it to name and email and phone, phone and category, and then we have message. Okay, okay, now let us put some drop down for, okay, add a new entry for feedback. Okay, add one more for suggestion. Click on OK. So you see both of them there. And then we need to have a couple of text fields, one text field for name, another text field for email, and then we need to have for the phone number, and then here we are putting one condition. Okay, so for that I need to have the country code not greater than 3 digits, the area code not greater than 3 digits, and the phone number. So it's like, for example, 009. Here we can have 966, and then the, five numbers of your mobile number can be there. And then we need to have one text area where the user can type, and we need to have a submit button here. Okay, so we can say submit. Okay. Okay, just play around with the coordinates to beautify it. Let us see how does it looks. Yeah, it looks pretty same the way we want. Okay, and let us create the contacts response page, wherein I want to display the name of the user who is submitting me the contact us page with some personalized message. You can have a heading. For example, you can say, "Dear," and the value which is going to come from the name text field. To display that, I'm just going to use a box, okay, an empty box, or you can have a label as well. I'm using a text empty box rectangle, okay, so that whatever name is entered in the contact as name field will be shown here. And then we need to give him some message here, you know thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the feedback. We will get in touch shortly. Okay. Now you can give it, some fill color. Make it bigger if you want. Make the font bigger too. Okay. And give this also some color. Okay. And this is the place where we want to display the name being given by the user in the name field. Okay, we are ready. Okay, yeah. So the design of the interface is ready, but you remember we also said that we are going to use the global variables. Now, what are global variables? Global variables are the variables that belongs to the project, okay, and then it can be accessed anywhere or by any page in the same website. Okay, for example, now let us create a global variable first. Global variable, okay, add a variable name. We can say var1, okay. You can give any name, okay, or you can say username also. No worries. Let it be var1, okay. So we have the global variable var1 ready. Whatever the user is going to enter here, we are going to put it inside var1. Okay, variable 1. Now, let us have a name for this text field. So I can say name in contact us. Okay, text field. This is just to remember, okay? Because if we give some names and we do not remember the names, it will, we will forget them while giving the condition and we may not get the correct output. So I'm giving a name that I can identify for this particular text field, because this is very important. Okay, so first thing first is to give a condition with a submit button. Okay, let me make it smaller. Okay, so let us click on the submit button and click on the interactions. Okay, now here when this submit button is clicked, I want the interaction to happen. So I'm selecting click or tab interaction. Now add a case. New case. Okay, now what is the case? If the text on the name does not equal empty, okay, if it is empty, we cannot do anything, right? So if it is not empty, what does it mean? It means the user is entering some name here and we want to pass this name to the contact us response page. So we are going to say if the text field is empty, okay, once again, I will say does not equal to which one? What is the name of the text field? You see here, I gave, because we have so many text field, we will get confused. So that is why I said name contacts as text field. So if this is not empty, if this is not empty, what do we want to do? It means the user gave some name. Then we need to take an action. And what is that action? We want to set the text in variable 1 that we have created. Set the text, set the variable name, sorry, not this one, add the target. I want to delete this. Okay. The action, add action is to take this name and put it inside the variable 1, the global variable that we have created. Go to the global variable, this one. We want to keep this, whatever user is entering. For example, user is entering, okay, Noora. If the user is entering Noora here, we want to put this Noora in this global variable. Okay, so what we are going to do is click on the submit button. The action should be set variable value. So we go to the other action, set variable value. Inside which one? Variable 1. Okay. Set to the text value on which one? Set to the value of widget, text on widget from this text. Okay, are you understanding what I'm trying to do? Yeah, carefully please. We are saying that if the user have entered a value inside this text field, name underscore contacts us underscore text, take it, take the text from this place, put it inside variable 1. Okay, this is how we set the variable value with the value what the user have entered in this text field by selecting this widget name here. By grabbing whatever text he is putting, we are just taking the text and putting in variable 1. So we are using, we in this example, we saw how to create a global variable, right? And after creating the global variable, how to put it inside, how to put some value inside it. For example, we want to take the value from this text field name underscore contact us underscore text, and we want to put it inside variable 1. Now, if you click on it, it becomes bigger. So this looks more understandable. Take the value from here, take the text, whatever is here, put it here, that's it. Take the text from the widget, take the text from this widget, put it in the target, which is our variable 1 global variable. So this looks like this, variable 1 to text on name underscore contacts underscore text. Okay, so we are setting the value. Let us see. Okay, and then do what? Open the response page. So click on this and then open link to contact us response and click on OK. So it's like take the value of whatever is here, put it in the global variable, put it in the global variable, and then move the user to the contact us page. Okay. Now let us go to the contact us page. Now the game is to take the value out of this project, variable var1 and display it here. Okay. So when should this happen? As soon as I come to this page, it should happen. So clicks anywhere apart from this widgets on the page. Click anywhere on the page. Okay, and click on new interaction. Okay, and here select page loaded. It means as soon as the page is loaded, do what? Now set the text. Okay, so okay, where is my cursor gone? Yeah, here. So here, when the page is loaded, okay, add what? Add do the set text. And the set text should come from where? Set the text in the rectangular box. Okay, this box. Okay, the name of this box is rectangular box, right? So again, click on this page loaded. Click here, go to the page. Click outside the anywhere in the page. So your page loaded interaction that we selected earlier will be displayed. And then we are going to use set text. Set text. Where do we want to set the text? Inside the rectangular box. Set the text, what value it should come. A value of variable, it should come from the variable, and so that's why we say set to value of variable. Set whatever it is which is coming from the variable as its value var1. Click on done. So it looks like this. When the page is loaded, set the text inside this rectangular boxes of whatever value is coming from var1. Okay, with this we are done. Um, let us try and run its output. So here we go to the contact us page, and then I am writing a name h.com, and then we have some values. You see here it is taking four numbers, four digits, because we did not yet put some condition here. We will see how to do that later, just after this. And then the message here we have thanks message. Click on submit button. You see Noora. Okay, I can change the name Mariam, and I click on submit button. You see dear Mariam. Now you can apply some styles to this. You can have a label to this. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so now the last thing what we have to do is to have some condition which will allow us to put only 3 digits here and 3 digits here. Okay, so what are we going to do is we are going to use an interaction on this text field and another interaction on this text field. Okay, so whenever you are putting interaction, please give that particular widget a meaningful name. So I'm going to say ph1 for number 1, and I can here say ph2 for number 2. Okay, and we do not want to put anything here. So you as a practice, you can add an interaction here to allow the user to enter only 5 numbers. Okay, like how we have it when we're trying to recharge our mobile phones from our different banks. It will allow us to enter only 5 numbers, right? We can do that also. So try doing that. Okay, I will show you how to put the limited digits here, and the condition to put limited digits here, we will do now, and you can do it for, I will show you for 3 digits, you can make it for 5 digits here. That's it. Now let us put an interaction here. So new interaction. The name of the interaction is text change, because you are going to write, you're changing the text 123 or 00966. You're going to change the text. So whenever there is a change of text, this should interact. This should mm, uh, uh, have an interaction to check the condition. So whenever there is a text change, add a condition. Here we can say, you see here, if this text field contains 8 or more characters, or if the text field contains less than 3 characters, so we can have it like this. Okay, once again. So yeah, here, yeah, let me show you again. So we selected this one. Okay. Uh, okay, so text change, add a condition. If the length of the value of pH1 is equal to 3, change the focus to the next one. What does this mean? If here the user is giving 3 digits, then he should not be allowed to type one more digit here. Rather, it should be, the cursor should automatically move to the pH2. Okay, so this conditions happen whenever there is a text change in the text field. The event which is happening here is a text change. Okay, so we selected text change, enable the case 1, add a condition. If the text field length, okay, so let us have a new condition. if the if the length of the if the length of value if the length of variable value length of widget value on pH1, if the length of widget value pH1 equals equals to 3, length of, okay, a value of text on widget, length on widget value is equal to, okay, we can just make it as text value equal to 3. Okay, so length of widget value pH1 equals 3. Yes, if length of value of pH1 equals 3, then take an action to shift the focus. Shifting the focus means allowing the user to move to pH2. Okay, move him to pH2. Okay, click on OK. Now put the same thing for pH2 as well. So we click on new interactions, text change event, add a condition, new condition, length of widget value on pH2 equals 3. Okay, if that is the case, shift the focus means allow the user or send the user to the pH3. Phone text field. Okay, we should have named this one, right? We did not name, it should be pH3. Okay, let us name this text field. Okay, no worries. Yeah, here pH3. So come here, and here you can just select the widget PH3. That's it. Okay. Now let us run the contact us page. Okay, we already saw this one, right? So I'm just saying, okay, and then email, okay, and then phone number. You see 123. The focus is shifted. 333. The focus is shifted. Okay. Now you can allow the user only to type 5 and focus the shift the focus to the next text field like feedback here, and then you can click. You can write say thanks for watching lab 2. Click on submit. You see here, thanks the username for watching. So dear Hamida, and then we give him some static message. You can take this message, put it in another global variable, and you can even make that display here. Okay. So with that said, we have completed the lab 2 as well. So please recreate this work at your end, redo this work with your end by following this video up till end, and then upload this in your homework folders. Thank you. Take care.